What's up, guys? So we are in a foreclosure. It's about $63,000. It's in Greensboro, on kind of the rough part of town. Although there is much worse areas in Greensboro than this. So this area is not great, but it's not that bad either. Like I said, it's a foreclosure. I'm actually waiting on my clients to show up. I'm actually showing one of my investor clients his house. He's a cash buyer, and I don't know how he's gonna think about it. But that's what I do. I pretty much, what I do is I have a list of clients, and I will simply go through the list of clients, and I'll do a search for them several times a day. And I'll just watch the new listings, watch the new listings, watch the new listings. Then as soon as something comes up, I will simply get that listing, send it to him, give him a call, say, hey, John Smith, check this one out. It looks really good. It matches all your boxes. I think you're really going to like this one. We need to see it quick because it's probably going to sell fast. So I just pretty much do that with my whole list of clients. And, of course, you can set them up on an auto search, which I do that as well. However, I think it's more effective if you do the auto search on your MLS as well as manually searching yourself, because that way you can see when a really good house comes on the market, and that way you can really sell it to the client and say, hey, look, we got to see this house. This one's really good, versus just letting him find it on his own, because he may miss, that house. He may see it and not really see the value that that particular house may have that you see. So that's why it's important to manually search yourself, because if you do that, you really, really can push it with them, and you can explain to them, hey, look, I think this one is a good match for you. Here's why. Let's go check it out. So anyway, that's basically what I'm doing with this client. This house came on the market yesterday. You couldn't see it until today. It's a foreclosure. It needs some work. I'll show you around. And again, guys, I personally work, homes 40K all the way up to, close to $1 million. So, I don't, have one particular price point that I focus on. I mean, I'm pretty much all over the board with price point. This house, like I said, it's about $63,000. Needs new floors, obviously. There's a horrible odor in this house. I'm trying to find out or figure out what it is. It's a 3-bedroom. And this house right off the top, I mean, I'm thinking it's going to need probably, about $25,000, more like $25,000 worth of work, mostly updates. The ARV on this house is about 115. So, if they bought it at even 65 and they put $20,000 into it or 25 into it, they should be able to make a little bit of money. Normally, for my investors, I like for them to have a bigger cushion than this, but there's still potential. Still potential to make good, $20,000, maybe more. So yeah, that's the house. ARV is about 115, maybe 120. It's probably going to take at least $25,000 into it, maybe 30. So in a situation like this, I'm not going to sell too hard on this house, simply because the cushion, the potential for profit's not quite big enough. Now, if this house was listed at, 65,000 and the ARV is 150 and all they need to put into it is, 30, 40K, then I would absolutely push as hard as I could to that client to make sure that they go through with this house, because it's pretty much guaranteed at that point to make them money. And if it's guaranteed to make them money, then you better believe I'm absolutely going to push as hard as possible. Now, like I said, house like this where it's solid, it's not too bad. Of course, I'm going to give my client all the info he needs to see, the comps, what he needs to do, what the house needs, what he needs to do over there, how much money he needs to put into it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I'll let him make the decision. It's their decision to make. But again, too, if the house has an enormous amount of potential and there's obviously a lot of room to make a lot of money, then I'm going to push on that one, because my job as their broker is to bring them value. Because if you're an agent, whether you're a new agent, experienced agent, if you're not actually bringing your clients value, then, what's your purpose? You're not, you have to be able to bring them value. especially with these investors, like houses like this. You got to be able to really paint the big picture for them and make sure that they see the value this house has and what it will have if they do, you know, the renovations they need to make, the repairs they need to make, and of course how much money they'll be able to make. That way they can make an intelligent decision and not lose out on a good deal. Because my job is, if there's a good deal out there for one of my investor clients, I'm gonna make sure they're gonna, you know, I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to make sure they pull the trigger on it, because that's what I do. So I'll keep you posted on how this goes. There'll probably be another house here in the next couple of days, and I plan on selling these clients a house here very soon. And I have, you know, another 15 clients personally that I have as well, buyers that are, you know, either investors looking for something to move into, to live in, you know, owner-occupant buyers, etc. So I have a broad variety of clients right now. So I'm going to do videos on each one. That way you guys can kind of get a better understanding of how I approach, you know, different types of clients and, you know, what needs to be done and what I do, etc., etc. Anyway, thank you so much. Hope this video helped. Hit subscribe, and there will be a lot more helpful videos to come. Thanks so much.